and we're back. So then we get Tyrion says to Jon, like, "Oh, you're a threat," but it's not until he mentions Arya and Sansa that Jon kind of hesitates and stops.
Because he knows that, and even Dany says when she's talking to the Unsullied there, which I can't believe that many people survived. I thought she like wiped out.
How
everybody.
did that many people survive the episode 3?
Right,
like her whole forces were supposed to be diminished.
And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, if I know the Unsullied are supposed to just be like the trained, like, just follow blindly, whatever. But like, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, if this chick with her dragon were just raining fire down on all of us and didn't even care, I would probably not be so hot about following her at this point. But anyway, that's beside the point. But she says, I'm gonna go, from Winterfell. She even says it. So like, she's not done slaughtering the people of Westeros. I feel like she just wants to kill everybody in Westeros.
No, that's her goal.
Completely.
Because she says she's gonna rule by fear, and when she says, I'm going to Winterfell, she's saying, I'm gonna go take out Sansa Stark, because Sansa Stark is a tyrant.
But not just Sansa.
Yeah.
I'm taking out the whole North.
No, the whole. But she's specifically the named character that we know that she's going to go after is Sansa.
So I feel like she only wants like people of Essos and like the Unsullied to live, and that's it.
I honestly think she had no plan except for just to keep conquering,
just to keep
yeah, I don't think she has any plan beyond war. Like just like in Marine, she had no plan to govern those people after she freed all the slaves. She has no plan for Westeros.
Right.
She has to keep going to war because that's all she knows. She's a conqueror. She's not a ruler.
Yeah, and where are they going to eat? Like, what are these people going to do? I'm saying that like, food is gone. There's nothing here.
She has no plan.
She's terrible.
Drogon is hiding in the snow. I thought that was kind of cute. It's snow, actually. It's snow falling.
I wasn't sure.
No, there was snow falling at that point because it's winter is in King's Landing.
Oh, was it? I thought it was all ash.
If you look at the season 2 script at the House of the Undying, when she's walking through the throne room, it's snow that's falling.
I thought it was supposed to be ash.
It was snow. If you look at the script, it says snow is falling in the throne room, but it was snow. It was all white. None of it was gray.
Because I looked at the throne room again, and a lot of people saying that that's actually ash that we're looking at, not snow.
No, it was snow. It was supposed to emulate her vision from the House of the Undying.
Right, but yeah.
Which we all thought, I think, at the time, that meant that the White Walkers were going to come to King's Landing.
Right.
But sometimes they mess with us.
The White Walkers are gone. I expected the weather to improve.
It is improving. We'll get to that. So anyway, Drogon's hiding in the snow, and he and Jon have a moment, and then Drogon curls back up like a kitten and naps, because burning down cities is really hard work.
Where's that fire come from?
He's just like a never-ending gas source in his gullet. So Dany's in the throne room, and the throne was her lifelong quest. Every single decision she made in Essos and in Slaver's Bay was meant to bring her closer to it. She looks at it in awe and touches it, and it looks like she actually does feel triumphant in that moment. And then Jon enters the throne room, and she's having kind of like these joyful memories of like her brother telling her about the throne, and she's like, oh, I couldn't count to 20, and so I imagined this big mountain, and da-da-da-da-da, and he just like cuts her off and is like, you kill children, And Dany again says it's Cersei's fault that she had to do that.
Now, when she touched the throne, it made me think of Cersei for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Right on the finger and the way she touched, I said, I can see Cersei's hand on that.
Yeah,
on that throne.
Well, because you're supposed to see kind of parallels between the two of them. Somebody laid it out really well, the parallels between the two of them, and it was like, they each have 3 children, they each were forced into a marriage they didn't want.
They don't care about anything except for the throne.
Yeah, and there's a lot of parallels between the two characters.
Their first child was stillborn.
Their first child was stillborn, yeah.
But yeah, so fun nerd fact, and maybe you guys knew this, but Gandalf's sword is in the throne.
Is in the throne.
Have we talked about this before?
No, we haven't talked about this before.
Gandalf's sword glamdring. Nerd fact. Anyway.
So Dany puts her tyrant mentality on display. She gets to choose what is good and right, and nobody else does. She says to him, we'll break the wheel together.
It's not working.